Hello everyone, my name is Everly Adams and I'm in Mr. Lang's Computer Science and Software Engineering class. Today I will be showing you how to install a virtual machine onto your host computer. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like at the end when you install the virtual machine, but first I need to show you how to install it. To get to where you need to install it, first I need to power off my virtual machine. Power off, then yes, power off. Okay, so now that I've powered it off, I can go back to where it starts and you can see Ubuntu 22, that is what I was just on. And right now I'm going to right click on it and delete from disk to show you how to create a whole new one. So delete from disk, yes, I'm sure I want to delete it. Okay, so first you want to create a new virtual machine. Okay, I'm sorry, before you do that, you want to go into your file management, and I'm going to go into my virtual machine, Linux and Ubuntu. And right now you see backup and ISO, but there originally was a third folder called OS or operating system, but that deleted once I deleted my Ubuntu. So I'm gonna click new folder and title this OS. This will be where your Linux and Ubuntu goes when you finish. Okay, now that I've created that, I can go back to creating a new virtual machine. So right now you want to click browse, and I'm going to find my ISO file that I just showed you. So go to this PC, OS, users. I'm going to click my username, Everly Adams. I'm going to go to my Everly Adams. I'm going to go to my virtual machine, Linux and Ubuntu, and you see this is the file that I just created a few seconds back. But for this, I want to click my ISO folder. And this one, and open. Okay, so now that I've clicked that ISO file, I can hit next. And what you want to do here is you just want to fill out this form, full name, Everly Adams. And my username is going to be lowercase, my last name, but you could do whatever you want. And then create a password. Oh. And then confirm it. And then click next. And then right here, you can keep it the same, but I'm going to delete some of this and just click Ubuntu 22. And right here, I'm going to browse, and I'm going to find that OS folder that I just made. So go down to Everly Adams, virtual machines, and that OS folder. Okay. Then you can click next, and I'm going to make this 60 gigabytes instead of 20. And then you can click next. And then right here, you can just check back on what you did if you made any mistakes, but I didn't make any mistakes, so I'm going to click finish. And then this is going to start installing. Okay, right now I skipped until it had finished installing, but before I continue with this, I'm going to go over some of the notes I took regarding this. So I'm going to click my subpage in Virtual Machines Hypervisor. I'm going to go to the Hypervisor 2 since that's what we're using. Hypervisor 2, these hypervisors run on top of a host operating system like any other software application. These are easier to set up and use, making them ideal for development, testing, and personal use. So that's just some of the reasons that we like to use it, but there are also many other notes that we took. But right now I'm going to go back to my Ubuntu. So let me just full screen this. English or whatever language you're using. Continue. That's going to load for a minute. And right now, you can click whatever you want, but I'm going to click off of download updates while installing just so it installs a little faster. Click continue. It's going to load for a little bit, verifying the installation configuration. So you can just click through this and click install now. Yes, I want to continue. Click your time range. I'm gonna click the Detroit one. And right now this is just gonna do what it did previously, just insert your information. Everly Adams, your username. I'm gonna click Adams instead of Everly, all lowercase, and then click the password that I used. Require my password to log in, yes. Okay, then it is going to install. I'm gonna pause right now, just so you don't have to watch it install. Okay, changed my mind. While that is loading up, I'm gonna go over some more notes that I took. So once again, I'm in virtual machines, and then I'm gonna click on, instead of hypervisors, I'm gonna click on host computer. And so these are just some of the notes I took about host computers. These are some of the specs that I took, or the pictures of the specs. So one way you could do this, you could press Windows R and then you could type that. But what I like to do is I like to type system information. I just find it a little easier. And then this brings up that. You might have wondered that this is the same pictures as these. Okay, you can see that my system information, or my desktop, has 6 cores. That goes back to when we were filling out that form. I said I wanted 60, so it translated to 6. Okay, I'm going to close that and go back to my notes. Computer hardware. Key functions of the CPU: to fetch, retrieves instructions from the computer's memory, decode, interprets the instructions to understand what actions it's needed. And then a CPU is also known as a central processing unit, is the primary component of a computer that performs most of the processing unit, but it's also referred up to the brain of the computer since it's doing most of the work. Okay, now that has installed, I'm going to click restart now. And then that's going to load for a quick second. So it's restarting right now. It's almost done. It's still loading. Okay, now it has restarted. So I'm going to click my name and then put in whatever password you did. Click OK. It's going to load. Okay, so now you can skip all of this good stuff. Skip, next, done. And this is how you get to your VM. You can just log in with your password. And the Ubuntu 22 is also known as the jellyfish, so that's why there's a big picture of the jellyfish. But that is how you get to your VM. Thank you for watching, and if you have any more questions, you can watch my other vlogs.